If you're over 60 or approaching this incredible stage of life, I'm so glad you're here today. What we're going to talk about in the next hour could genuinely transform your mornings, your energy levels, and ultimately your quality of life. You see, the first hour after waking up is absolutely critical. It sets the tone for your entire day. But here's what most people don't realize. Many of the things we've been doing our whole lives can actually work against us as we age. Today, we're going to explore the most common morning mistakes that people over 60 make, why they're so harmful, and most importantly, what you should do instead. This isn't about adding complexity to your life. It's about making simple, science-backed changes that honor where your body is right now. So grab a comfortable seat, maybe a cup of tea, and let's dive into this together. By the end of this video, you'll have a complete roadmap for creating the perfect morning routine for this stage of your life. Let me start with perhaps the most dangerous mistake, and it's one that seems completely harmless. Jumping out of bed the moment you wake up. Now you might be thinking, I've been doing this my whole life. And that's exactly the point. What worked when you were 30, 40, or even 50 doesn't necessarily work at 60 and beyond. Here's what happens physiologically. During sleep, your blood pressure drops significantly. This is normal and healthy. Your heart rate slows down, your muscles relax completely, and your body enters a restorative state. But here's the critical part. As we age, our cardiovascular system becomes less flexible. The autonomic nervous system, which controls our automatic bodily functions, doesn't respond as quickly as it once did. When you suddenly go from lying down to standing up, your blood pressure needs to adjust rapidly. In younger people, this happens almost instantaneously. But after 60, this adjustment can take longer. The risks. The medical term for what can happen is orthostatic hypotension, which is a fancy way of saying a sudden drop in blood pressure when you stand up. The symptoms can include dizziness or lightheadedness, blurred vision, weakness, confusion, nausea, and in severe cases, fainting. And here's the sobering statistic. According to research from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, falls are the leading cause of injury-related deaths among adults over 65. And a significant percentage of these falls happen in the bedroom, often first thing in the morning. Think about it. You're standing next to your bed, often on hard floors. If you become dizzy and fall, you could hit your head on a nightstand, dresser, or the floor itself. One fall can lead to a hip fracture, a head injury, or worse. The solution. So what should you do instead? The answer is beautifully simple. Take your time. Here's your new morning wake-up protocol. Step 1. When you first wake up, don't move immediately. Take a moment to simply lie there and become aware of your breathing. Notice how you feel. This isn't just about safety, it's about mindfulness and starting your day with intention. Step 2. Gently wiggle your toes and fingers. Rotate your ankles and wrists. This starts to wake up your nervous system gradually. Step 3. Slowly roll onto your side. Spend about 15 to 30 seconds in this position. This is crucial because it allows your inner ear, which controls balance, to adjust to the change in position. Step 4. Use your arms to push yourself up into a sitting position on the edge of the bed. Keep your feet flat on the floor. Now, and this is important, sit here for at least 30 to 60 seconds. Some experts recommend even longer, up to 2 minutes. During this time, you can take several deep breaths. Look around the room to orient yourself. Stretch your arms overhead gently. Do some gentle neck rolls. Step 5. Before standing, do a quick self-check. Do you feel dizzy? Lightheaded? If so, sit for another minute or two. Step 6. When you do stand, do it slowly and deliberately. Stand for a moment while holding onto something stable, like your nightstand or the bed itself, before you start walking. This entire process might add just 2 to 3 minutes to your morning, but it could literally save your life. The problem. The second major mistake is not drinking water immediately after waking up. And I don't mean eventually getting to it after your shower or breakfast. I mean making it the very first thing you put in your body. Here's something many people don't realize. You lose a significant amount of water while you sleep. You're breathing out moisture all night long. If you snore or sleep with your mouth open, you lose even more. Your body is also continuing all its cellular processes throughout the night, many of which require water. By the time you wake up, you've typically gone 7 to 9 hours without any fluid intake. You are, technically speaking, dehydrated to some degree. Now, dehydration affects older adults differently and more severely than younger people. As we age, several things happen. First, our sense of thirst diminishes. You literally don't feel as thirsty as you did when you were younger, even when your body desperately needs water. Second, our kidneys become less efficient at conserving water. They don't concentrate urine as well as they used to. Third, our total body water decreases. A young adult's body is about 60% water. By age 65, that can drop to 50% or lower. Fourth, many medications that older adults take, such as diuretics for blood pressure, can increase fluid loss. The consequences: morning dehydration, even mild dehydration, can cause fatigue and low energy, difficulty concentrating, headaches, constipation, which is already a common issue after 60 dizziness, which compounds the fall risk we just discussed, dry mouth and bad breath, joint pain and stiffness, decreased kidney function over time. Research has shown that even mild chronic dehydration can affect cognitive function in older adults. Your brain is about 75% water, and it needs adequate hydration to function optimally. The solution. Here's what I want you to do. Before you even get out of bed, before you check your phone, before anything else, drink water. The best approach is to keep a glass or bottle of water on your nightstand every single night. Room temperature is fine, and some people actually prefer it first thing in the morning because cold water can be a shock to the system. How much should you drink? Start with at least 8 to 16 ounces, which is 1 to 2 glasses. If you can comfortably drink more, even better. Now, here's a power tip. Add a squeeze of fresh lemon to your water. Lemon water in the morning has several benefits. It provides vitamin C, it aids digestion. It helps alkalize the body. It freshens your breath, it stimulates the digestive system gently. But plain water is absolutely fine too. The key is consistency. Some people worry about drinking water because they're concerned about frequent bathroom trips. But here's the thing, your body needs that water, and frequent urination in the morning is actually healthy. It's your body's way of flushing out toxins that accumulated overnight. If you're on medications, check with your doctor about timing. Some medications work best on an empty stomach, while others should be taken with food. Your morning water routine can be planned around your medication schedule. Create a visual reminder if you need to. Some people put a sticky note on their alarm clock that says, water first. Others set a second alarm on their phone labeled hydrate. Whatever works for you, make it happen. Let's talk about something that has become almost universal in our modern world: reaching for your phone the moment you wake up. According to recent studies, over 80% of smartphone users check their phones within the first 15 minutes of waking up. Many do it within the first 60 seconds, but for people over 60, this habit can be particularly harmful. Here's why. When you immediately dive into your phone, you're essentially hijacking your brain's natural waking process. Your cortisol levels, which are naturally high in the morning to help you wake up, get an additional spike from the stress of emails, news, texts, and social media. Research shows that checking your phone first thing triggers your sympathetic nervous system, your fight or flight response. Instead of waking up peacefully and gradually, your body goes into stress mode. For older adults, this is especially problematic because your stress response system is more sensitive and takes longer to calm down. Morning cortisol spikes can affect blood pressure more significantly. The blue light from screens can disrupt your circadian rhythm, making it harder to sleep well the following night. It sets a reactive rather than proactive tone for your day. The psychological impact. Beyond the physical effects, there's a psychological component. When you check your phone first thing, you're immediately putting yourself in response mode. You're reacting to what others want from you rather than setting intentions for what you want from your day. Maybe you see a stressful email from a family member. Perhaps there's disturbing news, or you see social media posts that make you feel inadequate or anxious. Before you've even gotten out of bed, your mood and mental state have been compromised. For older adults who may already be dealing with feelings of disconnection or anxiety about aging, this can be particularly damaging to emotional well-being. The solution. The solution is simple but requires discipline. Don't look at your phone for at least the first 30 to 60 minutes after waking up. I know this might seem impossible if you've been doing this for years, but hear me out. What if those first 30 to 60 minutes became the most peaceful, intentional part of your day? Instead of your phone, here's what you could do.